Welcome to the show, and another heartbreaking loss for the Highlanders in Super 15 2013, but handling errors when hard on attack, some wrong options and sloppy defence cost the Southern franchise their first win. More on that in a moment. Elsewhere, the Hurricanes were always in charge of the Kings. The Chiefs, likewise over the Blues. A dubious late penalty deprived the Bulls of a deserved draw over the Brumbies. The Cheetahs continued their winning ways, and Sam Whitelock, Tyler Blindell and Matt Todd proved the difference between the Crusaders and the Stormers. And finally the time ran out for the Force, just as they were making ground on the Waratahs.
Probably lost it in the first half, to be honest, Tom. We a bit flat, really. There wasn't a lot of spark there, probably particularly defensively. We weren't coming forward defensively. We missed some one-on-one tackles too, got caught out down the short side 3 or 4 times in that first half, and they all proved costly. And then when we got into our game, played the way we wanted to play. We looked good at times, but battled to finish a wee bit again. I mean, we'll have to say that we had to deal with quite a lot of rubbish at the back of the ruck in that first half that made it difficult for quick ball. That's obviously what we're looking for. They did that well, got away with it. Then we got some spark in the second half, finally, and looked a slightly different side, but couldn't nail a couple of set pieces when we needed to as well.
Yeah, inside the attacking 22, probably 3 or 4 drop balls, some of them unforced.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a theme, isn't it? Not quite sure why. Don't know that was pushing things, or not quite sure why, to be honest. It doesn't be one thing in particular, something we're going to have to sort out one way or another. Been working on it, but haven't nailed it yet.
Really got to just sharpen up that defence in the first 30 minutes and apply some pressure, make them work hard for the points.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're conceding way too easily at the moment. The Reds, I'm sure they'll say they didn't really have to do too much to get some of those points. They're a great side when they get into their game, very much gain line, runners off Guinea and co, and they do that well, but we sat back and we allowed them to get that gain line. And then, as I said earlier, we also missed some one-on-one tackles, and missed a one-on-one tackle at this level, and that'll lead to points.
You did get back into that game. That last 10 minutes just shows you what you're capable of. Just lacked the opportunity in the last 5 minutes.
Well, we had it. We got back in there, and then we couldn't nail a set piece. So you can't. So we had our opportunities, and we just didn't nail it. Simple as that.
Aaron Smith's pretty good at feeding the line out. He was 100% accurate.
Did bloody well, to be honest, didn't he? Yeah, that was a big call. Don't plan on those sorts of things. So we were thinking to ourselves, who the hell's going to throw it in? We did a bloody good job.
Just talk about a couple of positives. Jason Emery's growing in stature every week, I believe.
Yeah. Jason's young fella, and he's played a far greater part at this stage than we planned and intended, just through various reasons, injuries and other things. He can be pretty pleased again. Big call that age, week in, week out against top opposition.
And Jose Guerra, vice captain, if you want someone to show by example, he's doing plenty of that.
Yeah, Jose's, he's beating players with ball in hand. He's powerful with ball in hand. So our counter-attack has been working pretty well in most games. Perhaps not quite so happy with it tonight, but he's been lethal at times, no doubt about that.
And you lost Cade Pokey, who was one of the form players at the moment, but yeah. Buxton stepped up today, didn't he?
Yeah, Bucky's a bloody good footballer. He's experienced. He's beautiful footwork. So if he gets opportunities, we saw one down the right-hand side where he made the most of it, and that created a try too. Was a part of a try. They shut our back three down pretty well tonight, so they didn't give them too many opportunities. But Bucky went well. Well,
next week, if the defence is found wanting, and it'll be well tested anyway by the Blues, they'll be at you from all quarters.
Well, they're all at you. yeah, there's no doubt about that. So you have to get it right defensively, but that's one part of the game. There's it's not one or the other. It's various areas at different times of the game for us. So we've just got to get all those areas right for full 80 minutes.
Pretty happy with the performance. We had good control for the majority of the game, and I thought we managed our possession pretty well, but towards the back end, kind of slipped, gave them an into the game with discipline and gave away too many penalties, but overall, pretty happy with the performance.
And just scoring off their mistakes early and getting ahead on the scoreboard means a lot in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think particularly against a side like the Highlanders, we spoke about building scoreboard pressure and making them chase the game. And we knew that if we did that, they'd begin to get desperate and make even more errors. So I think tactically we were quite spot on, I think.
And your forwards looked after the ball well too?
Yeah, breakdown's always a key when you play Kiwi sides. They like to pressure it and stifle any sort of momentum that you can get. So really happy with how the forwards responded to that, and it gave us an opportunity to play.
This team's just getting better week by week, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're building into the season. Our rhythm in our attack is starting to come, and we're starting to pick up a bit of momentum.
Did you lose any confidence when they started to make some ground on you?
No, we kind of pride ourselves on staying in games and hanging in there and being enthusiastic in those moments. And it shows the character of the group that we can defend our line for that many phases and keep them out.
And your own form is right on song now. It would have been a long recovery from the knee.
Yeah, it was pretty long. I was just really happy to be back out playing. I'm really excited. I'm loving my footy. I'm really blessed to be a part of a team that I love playing for and playing with.
And forgotten about the injury altogether. You don't even have a bandage.
No, I don't shove it up. It's just more a mental thing. If anything happens out there, it's going to happen regardless. So,
a big moment though. Reds' first time victory here in Dunedin.
Yeah, it's great. Another thing we spoke about before the game was creating history. First ever Reds team to win in Dunedin, and the first time we played here. So, very proud of the effort. Really satisfied, I think.
And important to get these early points in the season because you don't know what the disruption with the Lions tour will do to the side.
Yeah, it is. And even after that, after the Lions tour, we've only got one game, so we've got to make sure that we continue to accumulate wins and points in the season.
Talked to John Preston about the defence letting you down in the first 10 minutes. Is that a system error? What do you think's going wrong there?
I'm not too sure. I thought our system heading into the game was pretty good, but maybe we're not effective enough at the breakdown or in the tackle. They're getting pretty quick ball, and we might have got caught ball watching a little bit of time there, so we're down in numbers and little things like that. But we'll address that on Monday. We'll be able to have a closer look and see what the real problem was.
Guys showed real fortitude though, because when you were 15, 16 points down, I thought you might have been out of it, but back you came.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the boys, that they sort of never really give in. They'll give everything for the full game, and I suppose as an older player, you can sort of be proud of the guys. We didn't really lack attitude or effort at all. It was just a few opportunities that we let slip. So probably can't really afford to make those mistakes, or you might not get too many in a game. So we try and make the most of them.
And one of the annoying things is, I think in the history of the Highlanders, I've rarely seen you make this many line breaks and clean ones, but just not getting the point reward.
Yeah, well, that's what we've addressed to the last couple of weeks. We've been making quite a few line breaks, so it's just a matter of trying to finish them off and trying to be a little bit patient. I think we just break the line and trying to score every single time, maybe forcing the odd pass or just in a little bit of a hurry. So we have to learn those things and just keep building from there.
What about morale? I know you're getting way down on the table now. It's getting finals football's getting a long way ahead, but can you keep morale up?
Yeah, definitely. I think professional area, you just got to learn to get better as an individual and as a team. Like I mentioned before, just got to front up again on Monday, back to work, and just keep moving forward, looking at ways to improve your own game individually and as a team. And I thought we've improved it over the last couple of weeks. Obviously not enough, but just looking for growth in each player.
I'm looking forward to next week's match against the Blues. You both play expansive football. Should be entertainment plus.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. We played them in the pre-season. It was a really good game, and we'll look forward to the next game against them. It's always, I suppose, the New Zealand derby is always ones you look forward to.
You must be happy with your own form, though. You're making a big impact when you're getting ball in hand.
It's not too bad. Again, I'm just looking to grow myself as a player, and just looking for areas to work on and get better. So the thing for me is just to keep my head down, keep working hard week in, week out, and just trying to grow me and grow the boys around me as well.
To the table, where the top three remain the same despite the Sharks having a bye but enjoying the 4 points that come with it. A bonus point win for the Reds sees them 2 ahead of the Crusaders, with a first-time appearance in the top 6 for the Cheetahs, who have earned their place by right. The Hurricanes miss out on the top 6 through having fewer wins than the Cheetahs despite sharing the same flag points. The Bulls are the big losers, tumbling down the table every week of their disastrous tour that promised so much after beating the Blues, who also find themselves on the downward spiral, and it takes a great imagination to see any of the bottom 4 featuring in playoff action. No change to the top of the New Zealand Conference, with the Chiefs holding a 5-point lead, and the Hurricanes overtaking the Blues to sit in 3rd place. The Highlanders paying the price of a slow start in such a tough group that the wet sail now needs help from a howling northerly to have any chance. In Oz, the Reds help their cause with the extra bonus point, and a bye this week means they'll lose little ground, if any. The Tars move clear of the also-rans that look like they'll stay that way. And in South Africa, the Sharks have the bye to thank for keeping them atop, while the Cheetahs are winning close games that they would have lost last year and have the flag points to prove it. Their match against the Stormers this week is telling for both sides and their finals aspirations.